You ordained it. Nyame onkonkron yesre wo bedi enim kan. Bie ye nim, bie ya adwene, bie ye ntiase e wo saa dwumadie yi hu. Na ye ntime nya ne yie enhye wo din konkron anim onyam. Boa ye. Ewo Yesu din mu. Amen.
Amen.
And I welcome every one of you who joins us for this segment of the program each week. We reserve this time on Friday to teach on marriage. I hope all of you who have been with us since this afternoon saw the only case we have had something to do with marriage. And you saw Charlotte shedding tears on this platform. This is what we want to avoid. And that is why we have made time to teach on this subject, particularly with regards to partner selection. This time where we are is, how would I know? It's so critical. How would I know whether it is Kofi or John, Mary or Amma, who is the right partner for me? You need to know, because you just don't marry anything, not in trousers, not in skirt, because you think you should marry. We started this program, this particular topic, 2 weeks back. Last week, we were not able to continue. And what we learned from 2 weeks back was the fleece method. That was Gideon sent by God to go with the Israelites, and he wanted to be sure that this assignment was going to be victorious. And then he made 2 demands of God concerning the fleece. That when I put it and pour in water, let it be wet, let everywhere be dry, or let it be dry and everywhere wet. And God proved by these 2 signs that he would do it. And we said that we can do the same. If you want it, you go with your childlike faith to God and do what Gideon did. That God, I want to be sure. I want to know who you have, because you said you know that you have the plans for my life. It includes my marriage. So I want to be sure between these 2 gentlemen, between these 2 ladies, which of them can I stay with till death parts us? God will help you. The other thing we did last week, the other point was, have a standard. Don't just marry anybody or anything. We all have different things about people that we appreciate. We are not the same. Maybe what you appreciate in a man is not what I do. And therefore, if I don't get what I want, I will be challenged in that marriage. So it is okay to have your standard. It is okay to have what you appreciate in any individual. So look for that. Have a standard. And we used Genesis chapter 24. That was when Abraham sent Eliezer to get a wife for Isaac. We saw what he did at the well. He prayed and put 2 character traits before God. He prayed to God. You know, sometimes we are made to understand that, oh, it is not important to have a standard. Just leave it to God. Anything goes. No, it is not equally wrong to have a standard. You know, so he told God, I need a lady. If I ask for water and she gives me, and also serves my camels, then I know she's the one you have set apart. You know, and so when Rebecca came, he realized that everything he put forward, Rebecca fitted the mold. And that was how Rebecca became a wife for Isaac. That was a woman getting married to a man. Today, we are continuing with have a standard. And this time around, it is how a man got married. The first one was Rebecca qualifying. Today, we are going to see a man qualifying. Weeks mienu a etwam na ye sha dwumadie yase. Ye tu din meye den na mahunu se kojo ana se kwaku. Adwoa ana se ama na me ware no a ebeye yie. Epempi eno na ye yadadwene. Nipa mienu temeba, nipa miensa temeba, wo hunu se hwan na memfa. Why na me yi no a ebeye yie. enti eno ena medi niema bi ebetoto ho a mesi yetimi faso a ebeboa ye we yakadada. Number 1 na ye fleece method no offer last elder Kurana kai mame wo judge fleece na ese ye de odwan nwoma Gideon odi nsuo no egu so no ose nsuo no se ahafo na haya wese ya ana haya wese na ahafo a na kire se Awurade ye kwa ebedi kunim nyame bu amfu ne oye nyina nyame ema sansa nchirene no esiye enti wonso se wo pesa sansa nchirene no a na wo de kire na wo se nyame se na pesa because nyame wo se wo chi aware jaye mempa aware a menkwa mentimi ntina mu nkwa esi awieye mempa aware a mekwa ebeda na elisuo nko a because wo se aware ye nyame wo na wo kan enti boa me na menkwa pesa oni no a oka me ho a yebetime tusa na mon no a ebeye anigye enti fleece method ne ye one ena ye ka kwan a Abraham suma na ko Eliezer se onkopa yirembra Isaac ye hu kwan ya Rebecca efa so ebeye eyiri onu nso kwagina ya na ewo bibi ewo su eni ne ye bia onu nso nim se ohunu wo oba ni mu a ebe kire se obeye oyerepa ento oka kire Awurade se ma ni nyina eba na ma emma se oba nu a mesi ma mensuo nom na ma mi bi ma mi yoma no obepene so no ma onu na nya oba no a wudi asi ho ama wakoa Isaac ye hu se Rebecca baye oye kura ma ne bruso oye ma ne bruso sa kwa ne so na Rebecca fa so nya ne kunu no a eye Isaac no enne ye toa so e wo harvest standard no fa bibisi wanim se Yesu banyo we no na ono opensankyerani we die ne nsankyerani no na Yesu ban ye behwa ba ko kwanya papa bi nso de ne baba e de ama brantie bi aware suban be na sa brantie yi nso de dia na se pasa opapa no emfa ne mama emfa mano oyire. So today we are continuing with the same harvest standard, and today we are going to see how Moses, now we have entered Exodus. Moses ended up marrying Zipporah. This is what we are going to be looking at today. We just finished with how Rebecca married Isaac, and we are continuing. That was it was the lady who proved herself. Now the men, sometimes we talk as if it is just only the women that have to prove themselves when it comes to marriage. No, I think for me it's much more than men. So we are going to see how a man too proved himself, for which he became the husband to Zipporah. A parallel to Rebekah's selection as a partner for Isaac was Moses' selection as the suitor for Zipporah. Moses left Egypt for fearing that Pharaoh would kill him after he had murdered an Egyptian. He moved into the land of Midian and sat down beside a well. Remember, this one too is a well. Rebekah's was a well. Now Exodus 2:16 verses 18 to 21 reads, now the priest of Midian had 7 daughters who came as usual to draw water and fill the water troughs for their father's flocks. When the girls returned to Reuel their father, he asked, why are you back so soon today? An Egyptian rescued us from the shepherds, they answered, and he drew water for us and watered our flocks. Then where is he? Their father asked. Why did you leave him there? Invite him to come and eat with us. Moses accepted the invitation and settled there with him. In time, Reuel gave Moses his daughter Zipporah to be his wife. There were 3 basic things Moses did. 1, he rescued the ladies from the shepherds who came and chased them away. 2, he drew water for the ladies. And 3, he watered their flocks. Wow. This is the man every woman would want for a husband. No wonder Ruel welcomed him and gave Zipporah to him for a wife. Moses was protective, caring, and serviceable. These were characteristics Ruel appreciated in a son-in-law, irrespective of the fact that he was a stranger, he was a foreigner. Why did Ruel not give his daughters to the shepherds who came to chase them away? No woman desires to marry a man who is crude, selfish, and ungentlemanly. And no father wants such a son-in-law either. Therefore, if you are a lady who wants to know whether Kofi or Kojo is the right one for you, it all depends on what you are looking for in a husband. If you go to God with a standard, he will lead you to the right person. Don't hesitate to tell God what type of wife or husband you want. He has no problem, provided they are within the Christian family. He says, ask and it shall be given you, and the desire of the righteous will not be cut off. The period of courtship enables you to watch out for the qualities you want in a partner. It is during this time that partners pay casual, unannounced visits to each other's homes. What do you observe on these visits? Did you ever meet your fiancé cooking, washing, and cleaning the house? Or she's always watching TV? The few times you were invited to table for a meal, it was a house help who served both of you. You have observed this consistently for a year or more. On the other hand, she is an enterprising career woman you admire so much. If you are a traditionally minded man who doesn't appreciate the services of a maid servant, but insists on your wife doing all the household chores, then marrying this lady will bring challenges to your marriage. She would definitely need the services of a house help. Are you prepared to adapt? If not, this lady wouldn't be the right person to marry according to your expected standards. The same is true of a lady who goes ahead to marry a gentleman who never gave her a birthday present, nor any gift whatsoever, or a pleasurable outing to lunch or dinner during courtship. After the marriage, she's raising red flags and complaining that her husband is stingy and uncaring. I thought the writing was very clear on the wall even before you said, I do. If this lady's standard was a responsible husband who is a giver, then she should not have married this man. Most people make these mistakes because they erroneously think that their partners will change after the marriage. It doesn't work out that way. Have standards. Know what you want. Don't just accept anything. Wait and pray. God will meet your standards. Nia ye kaka wo ene se obia wonia ope e wona dofum. Obia pe suban bi e wona yirimu ana ne kunu. Obia de ye different. Enti yem enya korowa baako na edi susu obia. Wo wonia wo pe obi nso wonia ope. Enti se wonim nia wo pe a chini na pesa ade no. Enkwanko pe nia wo pe o wo mpe. Because wo di be fia ebe ya asem. Enti nia ye de to aso no eye Moses. Moses enya asem ewo Egypt mem. Okokum Egyptian bi. Ene ehu yesi Egypt hine ehwehwe no a ope no akunu. Ena odwane ye. Okoduru Midian kuro no okotena ebura bi eso. Ema ya ne ba se omo bebu nsuo. Na enwan hwefuo bi nso ewo ho. Na ya omo ba ho no a omo tete ema no won wetumi pam